Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Atlas. In this episode, I'm going to talk about Nano, taking a look at the charts for that, as well as Siacoin. So if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. Definitely helps us out with the YouTube search algorithm, and also click the bell icon so that you know whenever we have a new video. So we're going to take a look here first at what is going on with Nano. Nano for the day hitting the top of the charts here with 117, almost 118% in the last 24 hours. Just absolutely killing it right there. Now, if you also take a look at Nano, it has hit a new record high over the course of the last 3 years. In fact, if I go back here on the monthly, this is in relationship to over on the Kraken side. So if I saw it on the Binance, probably would look better, but I can just do this. You guys can see right here. All right, so in the last 3 years, we've seen this now hit a previous position. If you take a look at its all-time high was actually at $37.62. That was back on January 2nd, 2018, which happened basically right when Bitcoin started to drop off of its big high, right when it was at $20,000, and then it's had a hard time trying to recover. So this is making some really nice gains, kind of revitalizing itself a little bit, getting back in there, trying to head back towards these previous positions. So Nano doing some things, right? Now, if you guys take a look, we're going to go ahead and head back on over to the day chart with this. Let's go ahead and look at a couple of the metrics of where we could potentially go to next. Now, I'm going to go ahead and swap over to the Fibonacci sequence, and I'm going to go ahead and start off by saying that, guys, I am not a financial advisor, so please keep in mind, do not ask me directly what you should or should not invest in, and everything that I'm sharing with you guys is based on my own opinion. Now, I do research on this stuff a lot, so I feel confident in what it is I talk about and why I do videos on it. All right, so we take a look at this. You guys can actually see right here that this is near a baseline point for the 0.382 on the Fibonacci sequence. Not exactly there, so, you know, we got a little bit of movement that's going on. This was about actually the midway point right there. So some consolidation, broke down, looked like it was heading to the lower quadrant section, came back up, went sideways once again, and then finally just decided to absolutely explode. As you guys can see on the new daily chart here, we're already getting a bit of a red candle, so looking like a pump and dump type situation. Massively shot up, then people are starting to take profits as it pulls back down. That's more likely to happen with something, especially if it has a lower market capitalization, because it's easier to move those kinds of points. With Nano, this does have support on a 0.786 Fibonacci. That's actually at $9.81. I'd be looking at support first off at $10. People will probably try and hold that off nice and well, because if you can stay above $10, the sentiment is that we could potentially still go up back to these super crazy high levels, right? So besides that, if it decides to drop down further, we have $7.84 as a potential level. Further down below that, the 21 EMA is coinciding very closely with the 0.5. That's at $6.51. If this decides that it wants to go up, we got to break above that previous high for, you know, the recent months, I mean. So that was actually at $12.25. Past $12.25, we got a lot of room to be able to move. $15 is going to be a good psychological level, and then beyond that is just under $20 here. It's at $19.37. If we end up getting some massive candle push that runs up like that, it's going to be quite substantial. In fact, a percentage movement for something like that, especially if we take in, let's say today it decides that it wants to make a crazy run like what Dogecoin was doing. So off of that, we're going to go over here to the price range, and I'm going to start off right there, pushing all the way up just to the Fibonacci level. That alone would be an 85% increase. And is it crazy to say? Yeah, a little bit. And then you look at the percentage gains, what happened with Doge, and like you realize that we're still early with crypto. So it's really not that crazy to think of. The pullback on it could be very hard though. Anyways, so this has got potentially an 85% move just with that alone. If it decides to go up to the $20 mark, that'd be a 91.16% change. The likelihood of that happening in a single day right now, I wouldn't be considering that too much. If you guys want my opinion, I think the stuff that happened with Doge, people are looking towards other projects that could be like the next Doge and what could potentially be moving a lot. So a lot of that FOMO is going to start happening here. Some people are going to get really wrecked because they're going to be coming in towards the top when really you want to be, you know, buying it at the bottom when nobody's talking about it, nobody wants it and stuff. But yeah, if you want to ride that wave, just be really cautious, guys, and realize that Especially right now, things are very, very volatile. And the golden rule of investing, never invest more than what you're willing to lose. Beyond that next level, I'd be looking at $30.98, basically $31 on that Fibonacci. All right, so that is what's going on with the Nano side. You can see down here that we are quite high on the RSI. That's at 85 right now. The technical radars are suggesting a buy. Overall, things are still very good. It even was making a little bit of a move up right here, bouncing off of that 21 EMA before it just decided to go full-on parabolic there. So even a drop taking place would still hold very well above that 21 EMA. So on a more of a long-term perspective, I am personally leaning bullish based off of these factors. In a short-term perspective, I could potentially see us having a little bit of a pullback. I would be mainly looking at maybe around $7.83. It's a little bit different right now, so I wouldn't be surprised if it actually does move up more. But yeah, so if you guys want to set a stop loss for something, then I would maybe consider right around at this point. If you're trying to ride your profits, if you're trying to come in, an initial stop loss coming in at this point might be a little bit smarter at $9.79. This is, again, I'm not trying to give financial advice. This is my own opinion on this. And always do more research on this. Further levels up, trying to break above that $12.25. Okay, now let's go ahead and hop on over to Siacoin. Right, and that's SC, correct? Let me double check. Yes, SC. Okay, so we got SCUSD, and we'll hop on over to the Kraken side as well. I'm going to once again pull out the Fibonacci sequence on this, and we're going to start up at a high right here, break that on down to about our baseline. That looks like that's pretty good right there, and see how we're doing. I love the Fibonacci sequence. This is part of my bread and butter, that and the 21 EMA. A couple things. Technical radars are suggesting buy. It's actually on the verge of being neutral, but it is currently on the buy. Seeing several days of candles shooting up like this, not just one. High levels of volume taking place right here. You can even see that there's some wicks taking place off on the top side there. So there is selling pressure. It's not only buying pressure that's going on. So this has got a lot of some very nice movement taking place on it from what I could tell at least. The RSI is a little bit in the overbought territory once again. This is up at the 82 range. I'd be really starting to get concerned if it hits about 95. Then it's like, hey, all right, pump your brakes. This is moving really fast in a very, very short amount of time, unless there was something that was super, super bullish of news. So overall, I'm still very bullish on this. Now, if it goes down, we do have support being established here at 5 cents. Below 5 cents, it's going to drop down to 4 cents. And then down to a little bit over 3 cents, right? So we're in a very low price point range with all of this. However, it's looking very good. That 21 EMA is coinciding on the 0.5 of the Fibonacci sequence here, which is really interesting too. And now if it decides it wants to go up, it has to break above that 6 cent range. For the daily, which we just got started here, it almost hit 6 cents. It was up at 0.05. So, a little bit of a pullback. You can still see we're technically in the 0.05 range. It's 0.05463, and it was 0.0570. So just a slight little discrepancy there. Managing to break above that, guys. Then we got all the way up at 10, which is so cool when you see things like this that just like directly lines up with the Fibonacci sequence. That's it. The 1.618 on the Fibonacci. So 10 cents right there. It has a potential move. Now, if it decides that it wants to continue this rally beyond 10 cents, keep an eye up there at 16 cents, guys. That's the next major level zone. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap up that for this episode. There's a couple of levels for you guys to keep your eyes on. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to hit subscribe. Hit the thumbs up like button as well. Click the bell icon so you know whenever we have a new video. I do have a bunch of referral links in the description for things. You can go check out Robinhood and Webull for free stocks. You guys can check out Coinbase and Gemini to get some free crypto. And if you use my affiliate referral link for BlockFi, you can actually earn up to $250 in bonus crypto, which I think is pretty cool. Let me know if you guys are bullish or bearish on either one of these coins or both, and why in the comments down below. You guys stay awesome, and I will see you guys in the next episode.